Game 2, Lakers versus Timberwolves. This is the closers. You already know me, Mark Haynes, joined again by my brother Dalen Mason. And we
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a new person in the building who's gonna come a lot more with his is that a 49er sweater?
It is. Yeah, it is,
Oh
man.
man.
49er faithful.
Oh,
Oh
so
man.
we got enemies on here. My cousin Jelani
Man.
Hendrix. We got enemies. We got Raider
Yeah.
fans, Niner fans.
Oh man, nobody want to hear about no Raider fans, man. Come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah, 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 man. Yeah, you see it. Niners going down, Raiders going up.
Hey, y'all do got my man Pete Carroll over there now. So
Really?
That man, he
yeah,
said that with confidence too, Mark.
Hey, look, hey, this confidence, it never goes nowhere until about week 2. Week 2 is like, hey man, look, the game on, man. I ain't watching
Oh
that.
man.
yeah. I know y'all. Y'all gonna be enemies during when the NFL season kick off. But for this playoffs, I know both of y'all liking what y'all seeing right now in Game 2 of this Laker game in
For
Wolves.
sure.
Absolutely. We came out, did what we had to do, made it for game 1. Luka looked comfortable, starting to look comfortable now. So yeah, man, I think we're gonna go ahead and run 4 on these guys and get it over with.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
I
let's
like the
do that.
fact that man, they came out a little bit more physical today. You
Mhm.
didn't see a lot of finesse games, and then getting Minnesota in early foul trouble. Man, that completely
Mhm.
changed the whole momentum of the game on both ends. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Now, like we was talking about, a couple days ago or whatever, like LeBron Game 1 record. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it isn't good. But it's like, it's kind of like that Floyd Mayweather in boxing. The first round, he just calculating like a computer to figure out your weaknesses, and look like Luka might have been doing the same thing. Two geniuses at basketball or whatever.
Right.
This game right now, this looks like a 3 versus 6 seed.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, dog. Come on, Hayes, you
You but
killing me.
you say it was that goal 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that definitely coming down, brother. But yeah, no, you know what? This game, you see the activity on defense
Hmm.
with getting the ball out of Edwards' hands. Um, Shoot, pretty much stand on the ground on these 3 balls. I
Yeah,
don't know if you watching the first game, man. They was flying by 3 balls the whole game,
yeah.
and now they kind of settled in. Um, they're attacking the basket.
Hmm.
You seeing a little bit more comfortability with the Lakers today.
Yeah. And then it seemed like Minnesota in Game 1 they couldn't do no wrong, but I think even though obviously the Lakers lost that first one, but I think everybody still had them coming back and winning this series.
Oh
So
yeah.
Right.
being Laker fans that you guys are, how long y'all think this series gonna go?
Man, I still think it's gonna go 5, no more than 6. I respect Anthony Edwards, so I thought they might be able to get 6. But if we play like this every game, we gonna win at 5.
Yeah. If we get this, I say 5. But if we get in between 1 and what we seen today, I think it'll go 7. Me personally.
Mm.
Ooh, 7 game,
Yeah, I think it's gonna go 7.
huh?
And I just see that because one, you're not gonna see Minnesota shooting a historical game like they did in Game 1. 2,
Right.
I highly doubt you see the same foul trouble that Minnesota was in Game 2. Oh, I think I said Game 1 in the beginning, but yeah, I don't think you're gonna see those two. I think you're gonna see a pretty medium between those 2 games, and honestly, I think Minnesota kind of matches up well with the Lakers.
They do, especially just the
Oh.
McDaniel. And I like how they match Vince.
Yeah,
I'm looking at offense whatever like in order, I'm gonna go with Jelani on the 5. I'm gonna go late 5 just because it has to do so much to
Right.
even put the, like I don't see anybody else really giving help the way that yeah,
Yeah. But you know what, man? Even you had a good collective of a game in that game one.
that personal, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
with DiVincenzo coming off the bench, Reeves coming off the bench, and really giving a crazy spark and was hitting everything. Not only just hitting, but on the defensive end. So I think they got a pretty solid team that
Mm-hmm.
can run with them because you still got to calculate that LeBron age into this because I don't think he's gonna be able to bang with Randall the whole 7 games if he goes 7.
That's
I
true.
think you still got to calculate that, and then we still trying to figure it out. Reeves is the one that's kind of been iffy these
Yeah.
1 through 2 games. Today he's showing up a little bit better. Um, but I think with those elements, you I mean, this will make a good 7 games to me, a good 7 game series.
Mm-hmm. That too.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it's possible.
I just think me personally, I don't think it's like a big gap between this, 3 and Minnesota's 6.
Yeah, it's like a 1 game difference, I think.
Yeah, it's not a big difference. It's not a big gap, and it's
Nah,
not
you're right.
talent wise. It's not a big gap. So to
I
me,
don't,
I
I
feel
don't, I
like this
just,
is collectively.
I don't think Anthony Edwards got enough help. Like Lakers' second best player. Right? LeBron James, who's the second best player on the Timberwolves.
Dang, that's crazy. Hold on. That it's crazy that you said that. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. But to hear that, he was like the second best player on the Lakers. Is, man, this
That's my point.
first
Right.
first I wanted to argue with you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I agree. Like the second best player on the Wolves, you would say Julius Randle,
Julian Randle. Right.
but I don't think this is a series he can do well. Like I think he's gonna have problems with you know. I think if anything LeBron can do, like I think he can bang with Randle enough to. I feel like he's not trying to stop him, but he's just being physical with him. And Randall seems more of like it seems like you could get under his skin a bit, kind of throw him out his game. And
Right.
I just don't. Yeah, and don't got enough help. Don't got enough help. This gonna be over. It's gonna be over. And it's gonna be gently done too. I don't think it's gonna be too many athletes. I think the Lakers will delicately put it away.
Yeah, I mean, take away the superstar status. I think what we seeing in game 1 and 2, Julius Randle and LeBron are neck and neck.
Mm.
Uh, yes, but I think the Lakers still winning that superstar best player on the court because I think Luka's been the best player on the court
Yeah,
between both teams. So I
yeah.
think it's to me, I think it's gonna come down to those others.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna come down to those others because you've seen that big difference in the first game. Those others showed up.
Right.
The Lakers others are showing up a little bit more today.
And
So
Rudy Gobert is a non-factor today. I'm like, I forgot he and DiVincenzo was on the team. Like
yeah,
Rudy is just out there tipping the ball around.
right. But they've been getting a lot of second chances, a lot of offensive rebounds this game.
Uh,
So you kind of seeing Rudy Gobert's contribution.
doing
It
what?
just it's just saying
Yeah,
a lot,
yeah, I'm being disrespectful. My bad.
man. Look, you being like everybody else. We all see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same thing,
like
but
yeah.
those things we overlook those things a
Oh,
lot.
oh my goodness. Y'all go see. I think I'm a little ahead of y'all,
Yeah,
but
you is,
Austin
but
Reeves just blew a fast break with him. It was 1-2 with him and LeBron, and it's who blows that. But now if the Lakers somehow lose this game, it's because of Reeves. Reeves'
For
fault.
sure.
Man, I done missed up. You way ahead.
I'm
You way ahead.
Yeah, how much time you got on the clock? Okay, now
Mine,
I'm okay. Now I see it.
yeah, 6-19.
Oh
Okay,
man, you
yeah,
about to yeah,
yeah.
you
You're about
super
30
ahead.
seconds ahead of me. That's 30 seconds is a lot.
You
Man,
a
that fool
minute
just
ahead of
threw it
me.
up. I don't know what that was.
Hey, he wanted. I think what it was is like he got the situation where he wanted to score. He was like, I can score right now, but you got LeBron right there, and he give it to you
Yeah,
early. You supposed to toss that up.
absolutely.
But I think he wanted. I think he wanted to get the two.
We
That's
letting
a
these fools come
40-year-old
back, man.
LeBron, man.
Yeah, got LeBron sprinting like that for no reason. 40
Yeah,
years
this
old.
is
Speaking
this is nuts.
speaking
Watching.
of that, 40 years old. You know, I know you both are big Kobe fans. Obviously, y'all die hard Lakers, not even new Lakers, but die hard.
Right.
But with LeBron, I ain't gonna ask, who's better or whatever. But with LeBron playing at this rate at 40 years old, like what does that mean, y'all, as Laker fans, like, or just NBA?
Absolutely nothing.
Never seen. We've never.
Absolutely
Absolutely nothing.
nothing.
I I'm gonna be honest. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I think he's the best individual player we've seen in this generation.
Mhm.
Me personally, and I'm a big Kobe fan. Kobe is my favorite player of all time.
Right.
But for him to still do this at the age of 40, I don't think we're gonna see this. To me personally, I don't think we're gonna ever see this again. So on an individual standpoint, yes, he got that. But as far as a Laker, it means absolutely nothing.
It's funny. It's a lot of players that are not half as good as LeBron that I'll put above LeBron on my all-time Laker list.
Right.
I think as an NBA player, I mean, he's second to none, man. Like what he's doing, the longevity. He's either a freak in nature or this is just going to be a new trend. Like, we'll see how KD is when he's 40 and Steph, but there might be a situation where players just have more longevity now because of the science, the medical, everything they have, the nutrition, the diet, everything. They might just be able to play at a high level for a longer time. Even if you look at somebody like Tom Brady,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, man, he's gonna have every record, and no one's gonna. He's gonna be like Jerry Rice,
He gonna walk away with. I mean, he's
but
gonna put
everything.
such a gap in between those records. It's
Because
gonna
isn't he
be
like number
untenable to keep.
five all time in assists or something like that? Number six.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
You
So
know, he'll finish top five and everything.
that's what it looked like. Um, you can't deny that.
Where? Hold on. So where?
I just said it from a Lakers standpoint. I ain't
Yeah,
even
I was gonna
as
say.
a
Oh,
totality.
I want to keep it there. Where
Yeah.
would y'all place him? Does he crack top five Lakers of all time?
No,
No.
nah. I'll put him in the top 10 though.
Top
Yeah, he
ten.
ain't.
Just
He
because
ain't.
just because of like he's just that good, bro. He's just that good. But as far as with like in a Laker jersey, man, I like Derek Fisher more than I like LeBron James. When it comes to in a Laker jersey.
I won't say there D Fish. I love D Fish, but I love D Fish, but not. But you got to
No, he's
think about it.
ranked higher than D Fish for certain. I said
For
that's who
sure.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But you
As
see,
a
think about it.
Laker
You got
fan, bro.
you got the Shaqs, man. You got the Kareems. You got the even Wilt. You
Mm-hmm.
got Kobe. You got AC Green. I'm just joking.
Nah, real talk. Braun probably like number 6 or 7.
Close five, close
He
five.
like
Could he get in the top five if he win this year? Could he get in the top five?
No, because I don't think he goes
nah.
past Big Game James. I don't think he
I
goes
mean,
past Big Game.
You can't put him over Kareem, Magic, Shaq, or
Kobe.
Kobe.
Worthy. I won't put him over Worthy right now.
I
Word.
wouldn't put him over Jerry West.
Oh,
Oh,
But and
you're
oh,
I'm
right.
talking about not
oh
just Jerry
no.
West as a player, but Jerry West, the
But,
GM, all of that.
Oh, you're
oh
right.
man.
So
So I'm saying he
he
like 6 or 7.
Hey, bad. Something bad just happened right now. It ain't bad, but I mean,
I know they can't buy a bucket. I tell you that. Man, look, this is
He's
not
somebody
still
is.
up
I'm
though.
just say somebody is on the ground right now.
Oh nah.
Luka.
Nah, this person is I.
Oh, all right.
I'm just seeing the replay right now.
Oh, okay.
He's faking
Dang, man, well, you got that good
it.
you
You
got
got
that
that
good
good internet.
man.
he
Boy, we
just fell.
over
He
here.
just fell on my screen like 5 seconds ago.
He still ain't fell on mine.
Oh. All right, you got the worst internet.
That's that Roku.
Nah, I got this internet service called Spectrum. It's
I
horrible.
mean, get up, dog.
It's horrible.
Get up. Get up. Oh, this guy.
Mark, where would you rank LeBron all time Laker? Where would you rank
Man,
him?
he don't know about no Lakers. Man, them niggas do not care about the Lakers.
Man, when I met Mark, he was a Kobe hater, a Laker hater,
I'm
all that.
telling you, he always
All
been
that. I
like
used to be
that.
like, bro, who is this guy?
Hey,
He don't
the
like nothing
whole,
about the Lakers.
the whole time, bro. Because yeah, Kobe was always the op. Before I was a LeBron fan, I was T Mac, and it was like, man, but
Yeah.
Kobe was so great. And then like once I got out of the Tracy McGrady days, graduated to the LeBron Kobe, I was like, yeah, I hope I don't meet Kobe because I feel like, and that's why I started being around people too. I was like, if I meet him, I'm probably gonna like him, and that's gonna mess up my whole 20 years of being on the opposite side of Kobe. I was like, I didn't want to meet him. He was one, but then I almost got a chance to meet him too. I was supposed to meet him before he passed, whatever.
Hmm.
And that's one of my biggest regrets. And it was the AAU tournament that was gonna be at the Mamba Academy. And
Oh, okay.
I got invited to go 1 week. Well, 2 weeks. I got invited to go 2 weeks, and I said I'm gonna go the second week. And that was the week he passed or whatever. So
Oh,
I,
oh yeah.
that
Man.
but like once when he retired, man, I loved Kobe. Like retired Kobe, he was so dope.
He was. He was
But
a totally different person.
yeah, he was Kobe Bryant. But I didn't mess with the Mamba. I didn't mess with the Mamba, man. He was the op. He kept beating my team, beating my players.
That's
I
funny.
go to school and hear Dalen talking about Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, but golly.
But you know
I,
what? And that was to me, that was like Michael Jordan for me. I hated Michael Jordan. I did not
yeah.
like Michael Jordan. I was because I'm a diehard Laker fan, so I did not like
Look at
anything
it.
Michael
Hold
did.
on. Look at this guy. We got
Oh,
we
man.
got
Whoa,
Niners
whoa,
sweaters
whoa.
here. We
What it
got
do?
You
What
got
it
a
do?
Lakers,
Laker
huh?
hats and stuff, man. Come on, man. This
Okay. About time, Reed. Sheesh.
Y'all know what the fuck going on?
Huh.
he
Come
must
on,
have heard me.
man.
He must have heard me
Y'all know
talking
what's going on, man.
about.
You see, he put on the hat as soon as he stepped through the building. Just
Yeah,
letting you know where we stand.
yeah, man.
Hey, we wear that to work. We don't care about none of that.
Hey, since you just stepping in right now, we were talking about
Yeah.
top five Lakers of all time. Do LeBron James crack the top five for you?
You said five?
Yeah, top five Lakers of all time. Is LeBron in there?
Uh,
Yeah, put him on the spot.
I put him up there.
You put him up. You put him up there. You breaking up, but it sounds like you put him up there.
was that Lakers, you know what I mean? Saying, hey, don't even think about trying to crack him in the top five.
It sounded like he was
That's what it sounds like.
because like you, I mean,
Because he said,
Oh, Minnesota making a run. Alex Rodriguez in the building.
damn,
4 minutes.
What score y'all see right now?
it's 90 to 79.
Yeah,
Now it's 90 to 81
yeah, yep.
with 3 minutes left, 3:09 left.
Y'all sweating yet?
I'm not
Uh,
sweating it. I think we good, bro. We just need to D up, get a couple of buckets, man. We gonna hold them off.
Chris Perry, he said his signal bad where he at, but he texted me. He said, "Hold on, I think I'm gonna go off the screen real quick. Put him in there." He said that he said he got Kobe, Magic, Shaq, Kareem, and Bron after he win the chip this year.
Okay. I mean, if he get a second chip, that definitely gives him some leeway. I still don't know if I'll put him over Jerry West because Jerry West would be number 5 for me.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. That's a
Right. Some people put Wilt over him. I wouldn't have put Wilt over him though.
that's a.
Yeah.
So you
I'll
put
put Brown over Wilt.
Brown over Will.
I
That's how you get in the
definitely.
yeah. Cause Will only won one for the Lakers.
Yeah, and he wasn't really dominant. LeBron's still dominant,
It's crazy.
even
So
at his old age.
since we had a little break in the game right now, let's let me get what who do y'all got winning it all this year? Obviously, Chris Perry said the Lakers are winning it, but do y'all think the Lakers got a chance to come out the West, or is somebody else?
Man. I'm gonna have to go with the Lakers, bro.
So
And I'm gonna
not
keep
is that as a fan, or is that just when you looking at everything? Like, look, I need you to
it's both.
take your
It's
Laker
both.
jersey off real quick.
It's both. It's
shake
both.
his hand.
We could definitely win it. I believe that we can win it. I think the best team with I hate to admit it, the team with the best chance is the Celtics. They have the best chance, and that's hard to admit. But can the Lakers pull it off and do it? Absolutely. Before we had Luka, if you would have asked me, could we make it to the finals, I would have told you no.
Mm,
But with Luka and LeBron, bro, like Luka just took Dallas, to the finals, and he didn't have LeBron.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm fully confident that we can make it. Um, hopefully, and then it's just the bracket is favorable. Who we
Yeah.
play in the next round, you know,
So
like
six would play uh two. They would get the two.
so
So that
we three. Yeah, we'll play either
Houston or
the
Golden
Rockets
State.
or the Warriors.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. And you calling that favorable?
I mean, I think it's better, and I think it's better than playing OKC.
Yeah. 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 I get. Yeah.
In the second round, I'd rather play, or like even Denver.
Yeah.
Even if we play Denver or OKC, it won't be until the conference finals.
So you got Lakers. Look at Bron. Bron turning back the clock. But yeah, y'all see it in about 30 seconds. But
Mark live on a good side of town. He got the good internet.
all right.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I got.
I don't. That's a good question. I don't know what internet I got actually. I think Comcast. I think or Infinity, whatever they call it. But
Nice.
Mace, who you got coming out the West? Jelani, you said Lakers Celtics. You got that as a rematch in the finals.
Yup. Lakers Celtics.
I'm sure it's the Lakers. As a
Hey, I can't hear you now, man. You can hear him, or is that me?
Nah, I couldn't hear him either. Nah,
He
we can't hear
probably
you, bro.
why you ain't responded?
Hold on, my
Oh,
bad.
there you
There,
go.
there
There
you
you
go.
go.
All right, cool. I just took my earpiece out. Um, as a fan, I got the Lakers because I agree. I think the Lakers can beat anybody, and I think that's West and East. But as what I'm watching, I think OKC is the best team in the West, and it's by a long shot.
Yeah.
Just because of how diverse they are. They big at the guard spot. They crafty on defense. They big in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, they what they did to Memphis. Now, granted, this is Memphis.
Right.
Like it makes them look like they shouldn't even be on the court with them. That's how bad it is.
Right.
Oh, come on, Bron.
And
Yeah, you
they
see that?
Yeah.
yeah, and they've been playing like that all year. So I think OKC in Boston will be my matchup.
That's
And
what I got. That's what
I
I
mean,
got.
that makes sense. I can't even be mad at that, you know. But when it comes to Western Conference Finals, the pressure's on you. You know, I'd rather have Luka and LeBron than SGA and his crew.
true.
So one thing I'll say, and then I was wrong yesterday. I mean last year, but something. So I talked to I interviewed. I had Jalen Williams on my pod during his rookie year, and he talked about being an all-star. He talked about winning championships and coming from a small school. He went to Santa Clara, where
Mm.
Steve Nash and I think Pazinski is from there from the Warriors. But the thing that impressed me as when he was a rookie was like him saying that so confidently. Like his confidence was like sky high, as a rookie. And I think maybe his rookie year he made an average like 14 or whatever, but he was like, nah, in like 2 years I'll be an all-star. Like he was like, I figured it out. Like I understand the NBA. And then literally 2 years later, he's an all-star. He'd probably be all defensive team or whatever. And like Chet was number 2 in that draft and he went 13 or something like that. But he's the better player. He's the better player. And he knew he was gonna be that. And he understood he was an older rookie. And I feel like, they're a young team, but they have even though when they win, they real silly with the antics with their reporter and stuff or whatever. But I think they're mature, and I think they're a really smart team. So like, usually you see like Houston, I'm like, they're too
That's
young.
the game.
Yeah, it's
My
over.
bad.
Nah, you good, you good. I already see it. I'm 21 seconds, but Houston, I think they're too young. I think they got maturing to do. But I think OKC is ready, and I think it's OKC Boston, and I got OKC
Oh, oh,
7
and 7.
7. I think we gonna have a classic showdown, and it's gonna go 7.
Mm, mm. Oklahoma
And
Yeah.
first ship, huh?
I was gonna say I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna give a real hot take about how they go get there, but I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there.
All right, what you mean? You might as
We
we
here.
play on the. You might as well go ahead and put it out there.
Hey, it might be an easy trip for OKC to the finals. It might be easy. That's all I'm saying.
You think they're about to pull that Lakers? What, lose one
It
game?
might be Laker like.
Huh?
It
I,
might.
I, me personally, after watching them today, and I know you gotta base this off of who they're playing against.
Right.
They on all levels, they look like the more ready team out of,
Hmm.
and I mean like they look more in sync.
Mm-hmm.
Give
Mm-hmm.
the watch on offense, defense. I think they got a future defensive player of the year with Chet Holmgren.
Yep.
I
Yep.
I can see that in his near future. He had did a couple he had a couple plays in the game where he ran out on the three, came back onto the shot, and then blocked the diving cut guy with a clear basket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's defensive player of the year. Yes,
Yeah.
doing. So they got a team, and then what is it? Hardenstein,
All right. Yep. The brother Hardenstein.
brother Hardenstein. All right. Hey, look, man, they got them towers in the middle.
Yeah.
SG, what he want, man. They got a recipe, man, and they look good. They look good watching them today.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I agree. You beat anybody by 50 points in the playoffs.
The
That's the
playoff.
message. But even, I really thought Memphis was gonna come back and, make it a good game, but they just can't keep up. That's not they just can't keep up. Ain't even a shot at Memphis. I thought Ja, I didn't watch the whole game, but from what I've seen, I thought Ja did a pretty good job. But
He need a running mate.
yeah, it's just nothing that they can do.
He ain't
Um, they, because what they'll get the winner out of the Clippers
Denver.
and Denver. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Clippers won tonight or yesterday.
Yep. So they
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard looking like
was crazy. That's what
2019
that's what
Kawhi Leonard.
I'm on next. Like Kawhi, man.
He's sleeping right now.
Are we sleeping on the Clippers?
Yes.
I think we are, man.
Cause we talk about the Lakers obviously because they the names is there, but Kawhi spent time on the bench this year and he did everything he needed to do. Like we got playoff Jimmy with the Warriors.
Yeah,
This is playoff Kawhi because oh my God, he looked like the best player in the world yesterday.
Look healthy.
Yeah, he looked good.
He looked like he got his step back. He don't look like he's nursing no injuries. He looked like he's gearing up for a good playoff run.
Hmm.
he looked like Kawhi from Toronto when he made the run. That's what he looked like the other day. I
Yeah,
think he shot like 70% from the field,
crazy.
killing them with the mid range, made some defensive plays. Yeah, it's the West, bro. It's so good. It's so scary. I'm trying to figure out why the West been the dominant conference for the last quarter century. Like that, I'm
You
still
know
trying to figure that out.
that same exact thing yesterday. I didn't say it out loud to nobody. I didn't talk to nobody. I'm just thinking in my head. Why has the West been
Uh,
as a collective?
yeah,
For a long time, not 5, 6 years, like since I was in elementary, they've been dominant.
yeah.
It's like
What
West three
what
championships, and then the East to get one, and then the West pull out two or three more, and then the East to get one. Ever since Jordan, the East ain't been as dominant.
hmm And it wasn't like even then, like it was just Jordan that ran the East. Just
Yeah,
like, when LeBron was in the East, how he ran the East.
Yeah.
The West has always been that. Like, what's that? Like, I think Kendrick Lamar. Well, I know he got the song or whatever. He says the women, the weed, and the weather. That's
Yeah.
the West Coast, and
That's
I
funny.
I think that might play a factor.
and it's different elements. I mean, outside of Utah and Denver, man, the East Coast got to deal with all them different climates. Even though you playing indoors, you still got to go outside. You still got to move. Got to do all that other.
Yeah.
No, he ain't got to deal with none of that. Like I wonder if he's like, 'cause like cities get snowed in and stuff. So I wonder if like players in the East Coast miss practice or whatnot because you know inclement weather or whatever whatnot.
All right,
But yeah, on the West, you don't unless you're in like Houston, man. Houston, their weather is crazy. Their
right.
nuts. It could be hot. It could be 90 degrees 1 minute, and 5 minutes later, it could be raining cats and dogs.
That's
But I don't know. Portland get cold, but as we see, Portland ain't been good, in a while or since Dame resurrected them to being just relevant.
Right. And they had a good little run in the early 2000s. They just ran into that Shaq and Kobe
True,
duo.
true.
Yeah, man.
They just ran into some better teams, even with the Pippen, the Bonzi Wells.
Yeah,
Mhm.
They
yeah,
had a they had a team.
yeah.
They just ran into some.
All the
Them,
and is there? But we gonna get up off this thing or whatever. Obviously, the Lakers won or whatever, and our job is to close, and we passed closing time right now. But is there any series in this first round that you think we should be watching, or anybody listening should be, other than the ones we've been talking about?
um, I'm interested in the not interested, but I'm looking forward to the Indiana and
Mm,
Bucks. Even though it's 2-0 right now, I think that's gonna be an interesting series, especially seeing them go back to Milwaukee. And if Milwaukee do what they do and take care of business at home, I think that's gonna be a very chippy, tough series. I can see that going 7.
Yeah. I'm
true.
gonna say I got two of them. I'm real interested in the Knicks in Detroit. I caught a little bit of that. I think it's gonna go 7 games, and
Mm,
I haven't seen Detroit all season really.
mm,
Um, but I think that's
They're-
going. I think it's gonna be a good series that no one's talking about. I'm real interested in the Warriors and the Rockets,
Yep.
right? Just to see, if the Rockets are for real. But once again, I haven't really seen them this year.
Hmm.
They got a good mix of veterans and young folks. And then with the Warriors, who doesn't want to see Steph and Jimmy Butler in the playoffs? Like that's must see TV, man. So those would
Nah,
be my two.
nah, those good. Those are really good because those are really good series. I didn't think about it until I was watching yesterday, but that Detroit New York matchup, that's a classic matchup. That's like, you know, obviously it's not the finals, but that's like Lakers Clippers. You know what I mean? Bad Boys and New York, and then,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I was like, when I was watching, I didn't think about it, but I was like, this kind of a nostalgic, series, which is dope because Cade Cunningham, like I remember seeing him as a rookie, and I was like, he's so much better than what his numbers and what the record said. And I was like, all he needs is players that could actually play around him, and they got that. He turns into an all star. They make it to the playoffs. It's literally like when teams are talking about building around a player, he was the perfect person to build around, and that's
mm,
what they did. They went from being trash, as
what,
and
no, what are they like 6?
yeah, and that's, I mean, granted it's the East, but still, you go from being at the very bottom to in the playoffs, and not even just in the playoffs. In the East, they're competitive.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like you say, that Bucks Pacer series, I'm excited to see the Damian Lillard and Tyrese Halliburton matchup.
Mm.
It's is obviously friction in there, you
Right.
know,
It's something.
plus Tyrese is gonna be playing with his chip on his shoulder, which I'm sure he did today because the Athletic took a poll with like all the players.
I seen that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
I seen that
the
too.
most overrated player in the league.
Hands down.
That so I understand it, but I feel like it's disrespectful. But I think Tyrese took it as disrespect, and as
I
he should.
mean,
As he should.
but is he really the most overrated player in the league?
I don't think so. I don't think he like in the percentage that said him to. It was a high. It was like 14, and the next one was like I think 8, maybe 10 or something, 10% or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it was just too. It was too high. I
What
understand his limitations, but I could probably think of another player that's more overrated than
Bruce
Tyrese
Smith,
Halliburton.
Hmm.
Rudy Gobert overrated.
Yeah, I know he was on the list.
Overrated.
He was probably number 2 or 3 on the list.
But what they should have did is they should have put next to that poll who's the most hated NBA player currently. I guarantee you he would have took that too.
You know, maybe, and I think that's a center thing too, because
Oh,
so like what's crazy is shout out to Brooke Lopez from our hometown, Fresno, California.
Oh.
right.
But the year he played in, it might have been his second year in the league, maybe. And I think it was the rookie sophomore game, and I forget who won MVP of the game. And it was like a video or a picture of him like kind of like throwing his hands up because whoever won it, he felt like they shouldn't have won it.
Right.
I remember back then they had a poll of the most hated player, and it was Brooke Lopez. And I think people just figure out a way to hate centers.
Right.
So that day it went for Brooke, and now it's that Rudy Gobert, but he been carrying the torch for years, for years now. But yeah, man, we gonna talk about that more or whatever, man. I'm gonna let y'all, everybody gotta get back to their family. Y'all probably can hear my youngest back there,
Hollering.
yeah, hollering. So
Get
let's,
home, man, and come feed me some chips, homie.
we got to get these kids to bed. Y'all's already in bed, y'all
Please,
good. But I'm trying. I'm working on it.
handle your
But
business.
Do your,
yeah, we go
do your
jump on.
thing, man.
I don't know if you guys are available tomorrow, but we go be here tomorrow doing some sort of stream. I don't know who the late game is, but Jelani may be back. Dalen may be back.
Sure.
I'll be back. And this is the closers. We're going to do this all throughout the playoffs. And we are getting out of here.
Salute.
Peace.